And I'm actually going to combine because it's from the same person, unknown, and they asked, what's your opinion on iCloud Relay and its privacy features? And they also asked, is iCloud with advanced data protection a good idea instead of Google Photos? I'll start by kind of saying I think for just average people who use an iPhone, they're overall pretty solid features. In fact, I'd say iCloud Relay is like, it's 50-50. Probably just use a VPN. You'll probably be better off. But if it's included in your Apple subscription and you only want it in your browser, then maybe it's fine. I think it's fine for that purpose. But you're probably going to be better off using like an actual VPN from a more reputable company that's, again, focused on just building a VPN provider, as we talked about earlier as well. Where I really am a huge fan, I love advanced data protection. I think it's one of the best things that Apple's done in a long time. That with lockdown mode, I think is like top tier Apple decisions for the last, like, in my eyes, decade. And I think that my favorite thing is that it is truly a extremely good, compelling alternative to Google Photos. I think in my eyes, like the three alternatives to Google Photos right now that have any kind of emphasis on privacy and security are hosting it yourself with Synology, so Synology NAS, NT Photos, and iCloud Photos with advanced data protection. And they're all going to have pros and cons, right? Like one, you own yourself, it's your own photos, but it doesn't really, I guess, have end-to-end encryption directly unless you set it up certain ways, I'd assume. And then there's NT that is end-to-end encrypted, but I do think as much as I love NT, like they're still building it out, and I think they're still trying to match those Google Photos features. And dude, the Apple offering, like, come on, there's no way. Like, it pretty much has like all of Google Photos features, but with end-to-end encryption already built in, and it does a lot of its stuff locally as well. Like a lot of the Apple, it has to be locally because it's end-to-end encrypted. So especially for an average user, like friends and family, I think everybody should be telling them, like, if they're already on an iPhone, especially, just enable ADP if you think it's safe for them and they're not going to lose their keys. And now they have end-to-end encrypted photos. They won't even know. That's how good it is. They won't know. So I think it's awesome. And I'm not like again, Apple has a lot of issues. So not here to say Apple's perfect, but I think they knocked it out of the park with advanced data protection. And even advanced data protection has other issues. It's not a perfect tool, but it's pretty solid. All right, I'm done rambling. I'll leave it in your court now to finish it out.
Yeah, I don't have too much to add. I, it's obviously better than Google Photos, though. I mean, they're not even
Hmm.
comparable in my mind. Google Photos is almost a completely different product because it's like basically the AI cloud version of photo management, whereas all of these other tools are just like photo backup, but everything else is run locally. And that's a huge difference in my mind. I don't Google will do scan and do whatever they want to all of your photos on their cloud, and that's basically how the service works. It works fundamentally differently than all of these other services. Like even iCloud without advanced data protection, while I don't think you should use it for photo backup, they're not scanning your photos or modifying your photos in any way. It's still all being processed locally. If you like consider the photo search in the app, for example, that's not going to the cloud, so Apple doesn't know what you're searching for, that kind of thing. Um, of course, you should still use advanced data protection, but I'm just saying that it was made fundamentally very differently than Google Photos. So it's no question to me that it's always going to be better than Google Photos will be because Google Photos, there's no way to make it good.
Yeah. Yeah, you really have no options to try to like make Google Photos secure. It's not even like Google Drive where maybe you can try using something like Cryptomator. So at least you kind of have like a document encrypted in Google Drive.
Hmm.
I don't know what options you have for Google Photos. You're just stuck with uploading all of your data to Google servers. And again, if it's for something not sensitive, maybe that's fine. But yeah, you're right. It's like all cloud processing. It's all just directly going to Google servers. And Apple just works very differently from that in this specific realm of things. And with especially with
Yeah.
ADP. So I think unless you're going to self-host your own NAS, I think the only options that you reasonably have to get away from Google Photos is iCloud with advanced data protection or something like NT Photos. I think those are your two options. Hey, thanks for watching this clip. Here's another clip for you, and if you want to really dive into tech, check out our main channel, Techlore, for a deeper dive into digital rights, privacy, security, and more. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.